Welcome back to the channel. We're just starting a brand new site. My son's got his signs up. This is a site I've bought for my two sons to do. They're flying the nest. I've taught them everything I know. So it's time to hand the reins over to them. Two 22-year-old boys. Let's go and take a look and see how they get on. So on this site, we're going to be building a 3-bedroom detached bungalow. We've got planning permission. We bought the site with planning permission, outline planning permission, from the people that built that house years ago, and they used this plot just to put their caravan on. They sat on it for a few years and decided to sell it just to sort of boost their retirement money, because they're a couple of years away from retiring. So yeah, it was bought just by an agent. It had just been reduced, and normally when a site gets reduced, it means that it's either overpriced, it hasn't sold, or it'll mean that maybe someone's been buying it, couldn't get funding, messed the vendors about, maybe once or twice, and their motivation sort of increases for them to just want to sell it and get rid of it. You know, they've almost had enough of it. Probably been dragging on maybe a year or 2 years, something like that. So normally when we see sites that get reduced on Rightmove, we'll then go and do a viewing on them. And yeah, this one was brought to us by our agent, who we sort of sell a few properties through when we build them. Put an offer in, met them on site. First offer got accepted, so we paid sort of £80,000 for this plot, so not too bad. That's about the maximum we want to go for 80,000, and then it's going to be worth about 350, 360, maybe a little bit more when it's done. We tend to find that agents give us a valuation, and then when it's completed, once they start to see the spec and you know, the amount of garden space that it's got, they then sort of tend to increase the valuation a little bit more. So, but we do our numbers based on 350, worst case scenario. If we can get any more than that, it's all sort of bonus. So one of our first jobs, we've got a hedge down both sides. This one's actually the smallest of the hedges. The other one was down that side. So just been ripping out the hedge this morning. Now what we have got, we've got a 5-ton digger. So we hire these in. Got the 5-ton. It's got a lot more welly than a 3-ton. 3-ton's all right, but when you're pulling out tree roots, the 3-ton's just going to sort of really it's going to be hard work. 5-ton, just go for a knife through butter. So you can see here, got the existing boundary fence posts. So we're going to pin this out. Once we get all this cleared down here, we'll put the line in so we know that we're back on the original boundary. We haven't seen any in that hedge yet, but once we start clearing the bushes away, we'll be able to define the boundary. And then this fence at the back, this is going to come down because the boundary is actually another 2 meters further back. So that's all going to come out and get replaced. And really the first job for us is get rid of all these trees, get them mulched up, clear the plot, put a perimeter fence around the outside, and then we don't really need to sort of make any more disturbance. Everything else will be contained within the site. Now, to get rid of these trees, we've got a mulcher. So we hire this from the same company we get our diggers from. It just makes light work. That will mulch trees about 6 inches. So, you know, these conifers here, they're about maybe 9, maybe 10 foot. You know, the stumps on here are going to be 5 inches at the most. So that machine will just fly through them pretty quick. But yeah, day one for us. It's always a sort of a getting going is you never know what process of everything you're going to do it in, but once you start moving things about, things start to fall into place, and you start to work out where you want to be tomorrow and the next day, and stuff like that. But the skip came first thing this morning, digger and the mulcher. We've got all the fence here as well, so the fence has all been delivered. So all pretty well organised, and then hopefully by tomorrow we'll have all of these, all of the conifers will be out. We'll get them all mulched up, then we'll get all the fence posts set out. Both my sons quite enjoy doing a bit of fencing. They're pretty good at it. And yeah, I think a week on here we'll transform this site, get it all cleared out, and then my engineer's set out. He's due to come in and set out in a couple of weeks' time. So once we get all the rubbish out of the way, get the whole site nice, flat and cleared, he will come in, use his lasers and the satellites, and he will set out the building for us, ready for us to start digging once we get these final few building regulations signed off. But we're going to be documenting the whole build throughout, so make sure you subscribe. Like I say, my sons are only 22. There they are working down there. Two 22-year-olds. They were doing electrics and plumbing, and then after about a year, they just decided that they didn't want to trade the time for money. They didn't want to be just one person who could be, you know, at the most 250, 300 pound a day. They wanted to be developers and following my footsteps. So yeah, we've done about 7 developments together now. My sons have done all that, so it's time for them to take the reins. So my role in this is I've bought the site for them. I'm going to fund the whole development. I've come down here as cheap labour for them, but they're having all the profit. They're going to get all the money, and yeah, it's going to be good to watch. They'll learn some new skills. They're pretty skilled anyway. There's not a lot they can't do. They're going to be laying the bricks, so even though they're doing electrics and plumbing, they can lay bricks just as good as any other bricklayer out there. They'll do the roof, the trusses, the plasterboarding, stud work, drainage, groundworks. They can drive all the machines. It's probably just the electrics. My son will do the plumbing. We have a guy come in and put in our air source heat pumps because they need to all be set up and signed off. So we have someone who come and do that for us. We'll get some plasterers in. We'll probably fit the windows and doors. But there's not a lot that my sons won't do on this. And like I say, when I'm back in the country, I'll come down and give them a hand. This site's only 6 minutes from where we live, so it's literally just around the corner. And we always buy our sites very close to home so that we can just keep popping backwards and forwards. You know, I don't see the point in buying a site an hour away from where you live, because all those hours you could be actually working on the site rather than driving. And when you're driving, apart from being able to make phone calls, there's not a lot else you can do. So to me, it's like dead time. So we just try and find sites on our doorstep, in our area where we know, with the agents where we know. Our trades are local to us if we use any trades, and it keeps everything in one place.